September 18th, 1927. Broadcast dawn. The Columbia Phonographic Broadcasting System went on the air for the first time. The debut broadcast marked a turning point in American media history. At exactly 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 16 radio stations in 11 states carried the network's first programs. The launch offered listeners a shared experience that reached beyond local boundaries and signaled the beginning of a new national voice. The Columbia Phonograph Company had entered broadcasting to promote record sales, but the network quickly grew beyond that original purpose. The company partnered with United Independent Broadcasters, an organization created earlier that year by Arthur Judson. Financial pressure led Columbia Phonograph to take control, giving the network its official title, Columbia Phonographic Broadcasting System. Within months, the letters CBS became known to households across the country. The inaugural program featured the Howard L. Barlow Orchestra. Music dominated that first afternoon and evening, culminating with a broadcast of The King's Henchman, an opera by Deems Taylor performed at the Metropolitan Opera. This programming reflected the early ambitions of the network to provide culture, art, and high-quality entertainment. At a time when radio was still young, such national access to live opera was an extraordinary development. Though its beginnings were modest, the network's structure created a model that would influence broadcasting for decades. 16 affiliates formed the first core of the network. These stations agreed to share programs produced by the central operation, a system that allowed content to travel far beyond a single city. The idea of linking stations across states created the foundation for modern national broadcasting. In 1928, William S. Paley acquired control of the network. Under his leadership, the organization shortened its name to Columbia Broadcasting System. Paley restructured the business by offering affiliates free programming in exchange for airing sponsored advertisements. This strategy ensured rapid growth, drawing dozens of new stations and securing a steady stream of revenue from national advertisers. The decision to broadcast nationally on September 18, 1927, established a rival to the already dominant National Broadcasting Company. Competition between CBS and NBC sparked innovations in programming, news delivery, and entertainment. By creating options for listeners, the event broadened the scope of radio and expanded its role in American daily life. CBS soon emerged as a leader in news coverage, music performances, and radio drama. Its later programs, including respected news broadcasts and influential entertainment shows, built on the foundation laid that September afternoon. The network's first broadcast was more than a one-day event. It was the start of a long tradition that would shape American culture. The launch of Columbia Phonographic Broadcasting System showed how rapidly technology and business could merge to create mass communication. The choice of music and opera reflected cultural priorities of the era, while the network structure demonstrated new economic models that would define media for generations. Every modern broadcast network traces part of its structure back to that initial effort. September 18, 1927, stands as a date of lasting significance. It was the moment when a new voice entered American homes, a voice that would grow into one of the most influential media institutions in the country. What began with 16 stations and a classical concert expanded into a broadcasting giant that set standards for news, music, and entertainment. The first CBS broadcast did not just fill the airwaves with sound. It changed the way America heard itself. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history.